Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the PAPAJO Show, where Papa Joe knows. I am your host, Papa Joe, and I just want to say thanks for being here today. It is a fun day for sure. I was able to get up, get a lot of stuff done with work and all kinds of fun stuff. So, do me a favor if you are new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, help me grow the channel out. As always, it does for sure help other people find this type of content. And if nothing else, it definitely grows the channel. So, and then if you want to know when I go live, click the bell. I do have a live chat running in here. If you guys and gals would like to run through that and say hey, if nothing else, I would love to say hey back. But we do that towards the end of the show, so stick around to the end of the show. Also, we'll use that as a Q&A as well. For those of you who are new to the channel, I do have a Patreon show, and that is at 4:30 every day. Today on the Patreon, we have a very special guest. We're going to have some fun stuff around conversations around, well, let's just say what happened back in 1913. So, yeah, a little bit of a history lesson slash, well, we'll have some fun. We'll just put it that way. So tune into the Patreon if you if you are not you're not part of that. It's only $5 a month. Come in, check it out. If it's not for you, no hard feelings. It's not for everybody. So anyhow, that is going to be at 4:30 or thereabouts. We may start a few minutes late. We may start a few minutes early. Just depends on what I'll be cover. So anyhow, and I don't have a clue how long that's going to be right now. So just heads up on that one. And then let's see. Last little thing, if you want to help the channel out, check out Crypto Confidential. Realistically, that's going to help you out too. That is how you get to be exposed to people, grow a group, an entire group of people who are actually doing and living and building a crypto life for themselves, and they're helping others along the way. And it's absolutely fantastic. So those of you who are part of that, thank you. Those of you who have signed up, thank you. If there are people in your life that maybe need that or want that, grab that link, share it with them. Share it out on your socials. You know, it definitely helps channel out. Anyhow, so yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Again, if you want to jump through, we'll have art in the chat. Let's have some fun. So if my mouse, it's like this on the screen right now. So hang on. Come on. There we go. All right. All right. There it goes. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on with this. This maybe needs an update or something. So, titled this show is Bitcoin dead. How many times have we heard that obituary written, right? Or Bitcoin's dead. Yeah, no, Bitcoin's not dead. Bitcoin can't die. There's too many people behind it. There's too many industry-related people behind it. I forget who shared it or where it was shared. I almost kind of want to say it was someone inside of the Bitcoin bin chat. And I'm going to see if maybe I can take a screenshot of this because I wanted to share this with you guys because this is what's happening in Davos right now. If you're not part of that, that's fine. I'm going to share it on my show. And sorry for the clickety-clicks here. We're going to do this live. That's what we do on my show. We're live. And we're going at it. We're going at it for the fun of it, right? All right. So can I share? New. Let's see. How can I share that? Okay, I will share it later towards the end of the show. How's that? Some crazy stuff going on in Davos. Interesting stuff. So Bitcoin is not dead by any means, and it is not going to die. It can't die because it is outside of the entire ecosystem of banking. They can't control it. They can rise it up and they can slam it down, but they can only slam it down to wherever we stop holding, or wherever we, the people, hold that barrier kind of thing. If there's not enough to sell to drop it down, well, there's not enough to sell to drop it down. Columbia coffee today. If you are a coffee fan, grab it and enjoy it. It is afternoon here, but that's only my second cup today. So if I seem a little squirrely or if I seem a little off, that is why. Anyhow, so it looks like this morning Bitcoin dropped down to 28,000, spiked down, and then spiked itself right back up. It's a very long candle wick there. And the Dow's up, which has got some weird gaps. That's just weird. NASDAQ, S&P 500 all seem to be up because they've digested the Fed's minutes and blah, blah, blah. All stupid stuff, right? Divvy had a nice run, and then somebody dropped it back down. Whoever's doing that, y'all need to stop. Divvy needs to grow. Leave it alone. Divvy is one of those projects, as we recently saw, that they just released an wallet update. Now you can not only custodial your Divvy in that wallet, you can exchange in that wallet, you can have a fiat on and off ramp in that wallet. And if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be ERC20 token related support soon too as well. That or it's already in there. I haven't poked around entirely. Yes, between yesterday and this morning, I haven't had time to look at it. So I haven't done a show on it yet. As soon as I dig into it and see, whatever, I actually have the ability to share the mobile wallet screen and all that fun stuff. So I kind of wanted to do a little bit of a walk through. I'm sure most of you have already seen it and whatnot, but there are people who are new and have not seen it, so we may do a little bit of fun with that one. So, anyways, so good old CNN. Crypto is dead, and then long live crypto. It's kind of backwards for them, right? So the deepening chasm between crypto evangelists and naysayers may never have been as stark. On Wednesday, Andrew Horowitz, whatever the guy's name is, the most prominent Silicon Valley venture capital group, made a $4.5 billion bet on what it called a golden era, for cryptocurrencies. Citing a massive wave of world-class talent that's entered the industry in the past year. I've been saying this to you guys and gals. On this show, for anyone who is new, we don't cover necessarily the price action. We don't tell you which way it's going to go. We try to correlate why it's doing what it is doing, not where it's going to be, not what to buy, not what to sell. We don't do that on this. This is educational, okay? I am as transparent about the things I do talk about as I feel comfortable doing, right? There are some things that anyhow. But like, if full disclosure, I do hold Divvy. We talk about it. Full disclosure, I talk about Matic. I hold Matic. There's a reason why. I'm not trying to push or pump the price. I'm trying to drive the adoption of what they're doing. That's realistically what it is. Anyhow, you guys do your own research. But some of the stuff that I've been saying, this is realistically what's going on. There are world-class talent. There is major talent. Like, we're talking big-time developers, big-time UX people. That's kind of big-time companies coming in, and they're actually in building an industry now for blockchain technology. So, interesting. Here he goes and says, that's why we decided to go big, wrote Chris Dixon, the managing partner at the firm. On the same day, a once bullish investor made headlines predicting Bitcoin could fall to $8,000 from a current level of $30,000. I don't necessarily know how that's possible. I mean, I guess if all of you and me and everybody decided to sell our Bitcoin or crypto, maybe it could go down that low. But I don't know. I don't think that it is. With all of that's what I was trying to say the past couple of days. The FUD is realistically all they have. And now all I see this morning is positive. Bitcoin, this, that, and the other. Everyone's doing this. Bitcoin and any cryptocurrency. Reading it right here. Bitcoin and any cryptocurrency at this point has not really established itself as a credible industrial investment. Scott Minerd, the Guggenheim Partners chief investment officer, told Bloomberg News at the World Economic Forum in Davos. Basically, industry and businesses are looking into Bitcoin. They're looking into crypto. They're looking into blockchain technology. But the bosses, if you will, the chief investment officers, are coming out and saying, who are heavily invested in the dollar and the dollar asset related assets, are going, yeah, no. We don't need to touch that. Bad. Bitcoin bad. Bitcoin bad. Bitcoin bad. Bitcoin's dead. No, it's not. Not at all. It's really become the market of a market of of a bunch of yahoos and backwaters. This is what one of the chief investment officers for one of the largest hedge funds is saying about Bitcoin. Oh, okay, about whatever. Basically, they snoozed on it and they lost their shirts. And if they buy it now, well, now is low. They're not even realizing this. That's quite a shift since February last year when Menard told CNN's Julia, whatever her name, Catterley, whatever, that he could see Bitcoin, which at the time was trading around $40,000, eventually soaring as much as $400,000 to $600,000. Somebody yanked his chain or pulled on his collar and said, "Shut up. So I want you to come out and say it's going to $8,000, not $600,000." Bitcoin hit its peak of $69,000 in November. It's lost more than half of its value since then, and as investors have pulled out of riskier assets in the face of rising interest rates. That's not why. That's not why at all. And we've all covered this whole this Terra Luna thing and everything that happened with that and all the Bitcoin that was thrown on the market. No. That is a coordinated attack on Bitcoin. So the other day they go FUD. Now they're going, yeah, maybe Bitcoin's not so bad. Despite the crash, there were several panels about cryptocurrencies and digital money at Davos this year. Did you just hear that? There were several panels about cryptocurrencies and digital money at Davos this year. Not to mention a spat of crypto-like vendors along the town's famed promenade. But establishment voices at the summit didn't waste any time disparaging the Web3 crowd. Because they can't control it. They didn't invest in it. They can't print it. They can't control that monetary supply. And they know that if they actually take their money and put it in Bitcoin, its value goes to literally the moon. That's kind of a big deal, if you ask me. It is. Bitcoin may be called a coin, but it's not money, said Catalina Gorgieva, whatever. Basically, she's the IMF, director of IMF, on day one of the event. So they literally started off day one of the event. Bitcoin is called a coin, but it's not money. It's not a stable store of value. Basically, the whole Davos, for what it's worth, was everything Bitcoin bad, Bitcoin bad, Bitcoin bad, Bitcoin bad. That was their focus, of slamming crypto. They're scared of it. Everything coming out of Davos is they are afraid of Bitcoin. They can't control it because of blockchain technology. I have said this because when I started mining in 2011, I was like, what is this technology? And the first time I ran the program, I didn't even know it was mining. I was like, oh, this is producing something. Okay, so what are these? Okay, they're like there's a private key and a public key. Okay, this is like certificates on a network. Okay, blah, 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 blah. I was like, oh, this is a distributed system. This is compute everywhere. And I literally deleted my node, set up another one, punched everything in accordingly, and everything came back. I was like, whoa, this is powerful. And then I realized humanity is free if they adopt this technology from the banking structures that are there. And that's why I'm a big proponent of blockchain technology. It's huge to me. It is a big deal. Bitcoin just happens to be the first use case writing on it. Kind of crazy. Now, I'm going to point out again, this is some of the stuff they talked about in Davos. It's easy to watch crypto's day-to-day volatility as Well, as fringe projects like Terra and Luna, it's the same thing. Terra and Luna enter a death spiral and dismiss the blockchain technology and philosophy underpinning them. But the crypto faithful say that despite its problems, crypto isn't going away. Hence the show. Bitcoin kills their entire everything. It is killing them. It is killing the dollar. It is negating the need for dollar. How do you erase an old system? You stand up, or how do you get off an old system or stop an old system? You build a better one, a new one. You make it easier to use, which is why Divi's a very big deal right now, and people need to really, really pay attention to Divi. I am not paid by them in any way to say anything about them. I like Divi because they actually built something that is worthwhile paying attention to. Anyhow, kind of fun stuff. This is going on right now, right? I'll read this again at the top. And Andreessen Horowitz, he is one of the largest in venture capital groups in Silicon Valley. They put $4 billion into cryptocurrencies, or put it aside for it. It's a massive way because of the talent, because of the building, because of the technological builders who are moving into this space. This ellipse-like event is why Bitcoin could reach $100,000 by next year, said forecaster with a solid record. Stocks are settling in for more choppy action as investors continue to consider Federal Reserve minutes after Nvidia dropping a warning late Wednesday. But we are switching away from Wall Street's tug of war to focus on cryptocurrencies. And a call for the president of microeconomic research firm Lamarix & Co. Vaz Lamarix, I guess that's how we say his name. Who has made some prescient predictions on crypto, not to mention equities. He said the so-called winter for Bitcoin is over for now, with the forecast of the number one cryptocurrency to reach $100,000 by later 2023, and a run higher that could last up to 2025. I'm not giving a major buy signal. I'm just saying, yes, you can start to buy a little bit. Lamarix told MarketWatch in a recent interview, hovering at $30,000 and off more than 55% of the record high, $68,999 in November 2021. Bitcoin meets much of his criteria to exit a bear market, he said. Interesting. No, Bitcoin's not dead. Bitcoin is going to continue to realistically run big time. Big time. Crazy. So, financial advisors, Bitcoin is the next NASDAQ. The investment opportunity in Bitcoin used to be like a signal company, but now it's more like an entry asset class. So now we see them saying financial advisors are looking at Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as, oh, this is going to replace the NASDAQ. It's because it is. It already did. And then not just Bitcoin, I would really, really, really like them to start looking at CoinMarketCap and paying attention to, let's say, the top 100 and pay attention to how those assets are actually performing. But then not just by market cap. We need to stop doing this by market cap. We need to adjust them by their use cases. How are they being used in the world? What are they being used for? What real world problems are they solving? Like when I talked to Bozak, and went live with that one for you guys yesterday. We talked about Ambrosis. I actually don't hold any Ambrosis right now. Ambrosis, you can stake Ambrosis. Ambrosis is building an economic blockchain for supply chains where they can take data from scanning devices that they are integrating into their blockchain. Let's say you implement Polygon as your main core blockchain. And since it's a cross-chain platform, it can take information out of Ambrosis into its system, and you have an entire blockchain that is running your supply chain, scanning everything, and have the smart contracts automatically executing based off of that information that is being fed into the blockchain from the scanning inside of another blockchain. It is a beautiful picture in my mind. If I could whiteboard it out and show you guys, like, it is, stuff is legitimately going to explode in these spaces, especially as business and industry start to adopt it. It's going to be phenomenal. Anyhow, financial advisors like to talk about how Bitcoin is just a substitute for Nasdaq because its price volatility and high correlation to stock and a high correlation to stocks. No, it's high correlations because of the financial advisors, because of the traders, because they're dumb idiots and they don't sit there and trade it all the time. Okay, they need to trade crypto all the time, not just during the hours of the markets being open and closed. It's just they are more right than they know, but for the wrong reasons. In the 2020s, Bitcoin will likely, in the 2020s, so this decade, Bitcoin will likely prove to be the driver of investment returns in investors' portfolios, just as the top NASDAQ-listed companies were in the prior decade. Financial advisors had better positioned their clients accordingly. It's not going away. The adoption is here. Technology advancements is being built. Can you say like the price is the price is going to be massive. Just saying. Upgrade Bitcoin from Amazon to Nasdaq in late 2020. I argued that Bitcoin was the next Amazon. So much has changed since then that this view needs revision. While I still think Bitcoin's future percentage returns are on the same scale as Amazon's, I think it's actually significantly more, like a lot more. Amazon's were over a decade ago. Framing Bitcoin's investment potential today in terms of as a single company is now too limited. Today, a better analogy is the elite members of NASDAQ at over $20 trillion of total market capitalization. This index is constitutes were the primary creator of wealth for stock investors in the decade that ended last year. The top 7 companies in the index: Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Tesla, and Nvidia, and Facebook, accumulated approximately $11 trillion of total value, roughly $10 trillion, 90% of which was generated in the last decade. So, the entire market cap for crypto, the entire market cap is $1.2 trillion. And we're sitting at $30,000 Bitcoin. When Bitcoin's dominance is 45% over Ethereum, etc. And it seems to be continuing. You dump $11 trillion on top of $1.2 trillion. Just do the math. Just do the math. That's huge, people. That's huge. $20 trillion? Was that the market cap of gold? Or thereabouts? I don't know. I don't remember. Huge. We'll see. I could be wrong. We'll see. I mean, broken clock's twice a day, right? Right. Broken clock is twice a day. I can't speak. All right. So, shifting gears for a second. A little bit more of adoption. This is another reason why Bitcoin is not going to go away. When a commodity company, when a public commodity company, even private commodity companies, it doesn't matter. These public oil companies are joining forces with Bitcoin miners to reshape the industry. Now, why would an oil and gas company partner with a miner or work to build a mine or whatever? Why would they do that? Because they can literally store energy in the cryptocurrency for future use. They could monetize their energy outputs in ways they never could before. They can remove the government subsidies, the government constraints on them because they have to meet certain criterias because the government won't buy the energy unless they do X, Y, and Z. All kinds of things. Yeah. As a major oil and gas operations partner with Bitcoin miners, it's clear that this magic internet money is transforming energy. Yeah. Oh boy. I can't wait to really dig into what's going on behind the scenes with this one. This is a huge deal. It's a huge deal. It's gonna be, oh boy. Just wait. One of the world's largest industries, oil and gas, is converging with magic internet money. It's not infrastructure, but Bitcoin's prolonged market sell-off has taken some of the shine off of its monumental partnerships. Some cryptocurrency traders are even fictitiously asking if energy will be a new bullish narrative for Bitcoin, bringing wind to fill its metaphorical sails as the leading cryptocurrency sits over 50% below its record price highs from late 2021. Jokes aside, the energy narrative for Bitcoin mining is real and gaining momentum as growing list of mining companies and energy producers join forces. This is not a joke. Pay attention to this industry. It is not going away. If the very industries that run our economy right now are looking to cryptocurrency to monetize energy they could never have otherwise monetized, because they do produce more than they just consumes. They do, and a lot of people don't know that. And or completely removing themselves out of any kind of government control over mandates of what they do and how they do it. If they can completely circumvent that, well, what happens? They monetize, they save. It literally Bitcoin becomes, or Litecoin or whatever else they mine. I don't know, Ethereum. If I really don't think Ethereum is going to launch their stupid stuff. The miners don't want it. The miners, you can't do that. It'd be like Bitcoin going proof of stake. It's not going to work. The miners will say, no, screw you. We're not doing that. They'll continue on. And their little proof of stake stuff will completely die off. It's just the way it works, guys and gals. You can't give somebody something like that and take it away. It just doesn't work. A luxury once enjoyed is no longer a luxury. It's a need. Anyways, let's run through the chat and say hey to everybody. What is going on here? We got Tom. Good morning or good afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon here for me. It's good to see you, my friend. What's going on, Steven? How are you today? Thanks for jumping in today. We got Daddy-O. What's up, brother? How you doing today? Appreciate you being here. Bitcoin Bull, you guys are fantastic. Thanks for jumping in. Absolutely love it. Let's see. We've got Tom. 1913, Jekyll Island. If I mentioned this earlier on the show, I have a special guest coming on. We will be talking about stuff around Jekyll Island and probably some other things too. So we'll see. We shall see. Oh my goodness. Let's see who else is in the chat today. We've got Busy Mountain. What's up? How you doing? Appreciate you being here for sure. Bitcoin bull. It's not dead, but on life support, Federal Reserve Bank. Yeah, it's not dead. It needs to be. It needs to go away. It needs to go away. Who else we got in the chat here today? We've got Clint Westwood. What's up, brothers? Good to see you, man. How are you today? Thanks for jumping in, dude. We've got Crypto Disposition. How you doing? Appreciate you being here. It's good to see you as well. I kind of agree with them. Bitcoin bad, but we're talking about different issues. Yeah. Okay. So real quick, I forgot to show you guys this real quick. I was gonna share. Stop sharing. Share screen, and I need to actually pull them up. Hang on. I was gonna show you guys. This is really, really funny to me. Let's see if I can open all three of them at the same time. Open. Of course, it's going to open them separately. Dadgummit. Hang on. Let's see if I can get the main one and just zoom in on it. Oh, no, I can. Here we go. Stand by. I figured it out. Screen, window. There we go. Boom. I'm going to blow this up full screen so you guys can see it. So this was at Davos. Oh, come on. I want just the little mouse. Where's the mouse? Okay. A big shift. Here, hang on. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. Now you can see. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. You can see the whole thing. The big shift is in motion. The largest tier 1 custodians have or invest in the infrastructure to safeguard the market, triggering various cycles of adoption. This shift creates new regulatory standards, banks setting up the gold standard of compliance practices. And down here, wave 1, shadow crypto finance. You've got Chainlink, you've got MetaMask, you've got Bitstamp, Block, Gemini, Galaxy Digital, you got Grayscale, Kraken, BlockFi, Coinbase, and Crypto.com. Look at wave 2. Banks and regulatory FIs. Standard Chartered, I can't quite read that. Citibank. You've got Northeastern Trust. You've got Deutsche Bank. You've got Visa, MasterCard, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, blah, 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 blah. This is a Davos. Crypto adoption. They're coming. And look at the line, the timeline. See the timeline? See how it's dotted after that? They're already here, people. This is at Davos. They know they have lost. And this is why I said all they've been saying about the FUD. Don't buy it. It's going to $8,000. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. They are about to dump major money in this. And we are going to see a major shift in valuation for cryptocurrency. We really, 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 really are. Crazy, huh? Crazy. All right, so let's see. Let's get back down. Who are we talking to here? Who we got in the chat here? Let's see. Just looking through the chat. At the end of the show, we go through the chat and have fun with it, right? You actually did, EO. You actually sent non-Divi to Divi Wallet. Yes, it is a custodian wallet for other assets, not just Divi. Kind of cool. These amount with all these staking Divi coins, would be smart to have a staking coin exchange on their wallet? That way, I can take my ZIL or T-Fuel and trade it immediately. Basie Mountain, maybe that's something we can bring up with them. I know Nick, I know Josh. Maybe I can throw that idea out. I don't know. This is a good idea. That'd be interesting. I know that there's other coins in there. I don't know if ZIL or T-Fuel is listed, but if it's not listed, maybe there's some questions. Maybe that could be, if it's a desire of the community, throw it out there. Put it out in their chat. They do have a support channel. Ask them. All right, cool. So let's see here. Tom, I want the Visa card. Yeah. So Something else Divi's working on, and at least it's been on their roadmap. I don't know if they're actively doing it or not. I think this is a stepping stone to that. Is that you got the fiat on and off ramp now? Well, what do people want to hold their own money in their own crypto wallet and then spend it? Well, yeah, that is something Divi is trying to do. I'm trying to tell you guys and gals, Divi is not going away. They are building a foundation. When the PR really, really picks up for Divi, when the world really, really starts to realize that Divi is actually making it so that you and me and everyone else can actually send money to each other, earn an income out of it, store our crypto safely, hold it ourselves, and then spend it, and an onboard DEX for decentralized exchanging, that's not a joke. All encompassing. You need to pay attention to Divi. You really do. All right. Let's see. We've got Kim. What's going on? How are you? Okay, I just completely jumped somewhere. Okay, there you go. How you doing? It's good to see you. There you go. Divi is making me think I should buy more about now. That exchange is a game changer. It really is, Busy Mountain. It really is. They really do add. Why wait, but Tom? They rewards add up. They do, and they add up quickly. They really do. Very, very cool stuff. All right, let's see who else. What else is going on here? But up, all the way to the bottom. All right, cool. So, anyhow, you guys and gals have a beautiful, wonderful day. I will see you at 4:30 for the Patreon. Again, do not forget, I do have a special guest coming on, and it is going to be a fun conversation. So, y'all take it easy. See ya.